What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Autoscope, your go-to channel for everything on wheels. Today, we're diving into something fresh, bold, and honestly kind of surprising, the 2025 AMC. Yeah, you heard that right. AMC is making noise again, and this time, they're not here to play. Now, AMC's been out of the game for a while, but with the 2025 model, they're stepping back into the spotlight with a seriously bold statement. This isn't just a throwback name slapped on a chassis. This is a fresh design with a modern edge, blending retro vibes with cutting-edge tech in a way that's grabbing attention all over the place. Let's talk about the design first because, wow, this thing turns heads. The 2025 AMC has a bold, sculpted body with sharp lines that make it look aggressive without trying too hard. You've got that wide stance, a low profile, and these killer LED headlights that feel futuristic without looking too alien. The front grille. It's a nod to the old school AMCs but reimagined with a sleeker, more refined approach. It screams presence without being obnoxious. Around back, the tail lights stretch across the rear with a smooth, continuous LED strip, and the rear bumper is chunky but clean, definitely more muscle than minimalist. It's a car that looks like it's ready to race even when it's parked, and honestly, that's a vibe a lot of drivers are looking for right now. Under the hood, AMC's packing some heat. The standard model comes with a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine pushing out around 310 horsepower. That's solid performance, especially when paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission that's tuned for smooth shifts and fast acceleration. If you're into something spicier, there's also a rumored performance trim with an upgraded twin-turbo V6 kicking out north of 400 horses. We haven't gotten behind the wheel of that one yet, but trust me, we will. On the road, the 2025 AMC feels planted. The suspension is tight without being harsh, and cornering is more responsive than I expected. It's not trying to be a track monster, but for a sporty daily driver, it really holds its own. The steering has a good amount of weight to it, and there's a drive mode selector that adjusts throttle response, steering feel, and shift timing depending on whether you're cruising or carving through twisties. Inside, AMC's gone for a clean, tech-forward cockpit. The 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster is crisp and customizable, and the center touchscreen, also 12.3 inches, runs an updated infotainment system that's actually intuitive for once. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and thankfully, they've kept a few physical buttons for climate controls, which is always a win in my book. The materials in the cabin are a step up from what you might expect. Soft touch surfaces, contrast stitching, and brushed metal accents give the interior a premium feel without trying to be something it's not. The seats are supportive and come in cloth, leatherette, or full leather depending on the trim, with heating and ventilation options available. There's decent room in both the front and back, and the cargo space in the trunk is surprisingly generous for a car this sporty. Tech and safety-wise, the 2025 AMC is loaded. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, all the modern stuff that's becoming standard in this segment. There's also a heads-up display on higher trims and a 360-degree camera system that makes parking a breeze. Pricing starts around $34,000, which honestly feels pretty competitive when you consider the performance, the tech, and the overall build quality. AMC seems to be aiming for that sweet spot between affordability and sportiness, trying to attract both younger buyers and those with a bit of nostalgia for the brand. So, who's this car for? If you're someone who wants to stand out from the sea of cookie-cutter crossovers and sedans, the 2025 AMC might just be calling your name. It's bold, it's fresh, and it's got enough performance and personality to back up the looks. It's not just a comeback, it's a statement. That's it for today's review. Let me know what you think of the 2025 AMC in the comments. Would you consider buying one? And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe for more reviews, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This is Autoscope, and I'll see you in the next one.